Yo, what's good? What's going on, Libra? Please tell me what's going on for Libra. Please show me clearly. What's going on for Libra? How can I help Libra today? Please show me clearly. What's going on for Libra? Okay, there's like a bit of stagnancy at the minute. You feel like you're not going anywhere. But you are. Like, you just need a little push. Because you've got everything that you need. You just, yeah. You feel a little bit upside down right now. Like you're not going anywhere. But things are moving for you, whether you know it or not. Oh. Sorry, this card just looked to me like she was much higher up than what I usually see it as. So, yeah, like things are happening for you. Even though you may feel stagnant, there's still movement. There's still things that are happening that are growing without your knowledge, maybe, without you even watering it. It's still growing. Things are happening in the background. Something's not for you. What's not for you? All right, please clarify these cards. So yeah, this time may feel like a bit dark. And I was going to say that before I even saw this card. So you've got you've got the 9, then you've got 18, which is 9, and then you've got 6, and which in reverse would be 9, but it's not in reverse, it's 6. So yeah, I feel like you're not quite sure where you're going right now. It's a bit dark. You're a bit like, not dark as in, you know, sometimes people say, oh, that's a bit dark, that was a dark joke, like it was you know, like dark humor, but that's not what I mean. I mean, like, you may not be able to see right now exactly where it is you're going, and it's a reflective time, a time to just, you know, just reflect on what it is that's been going on, and yeah, and watch the things that you've been putting work into happen. I feel like you're not having to be so hands-on with whatever it is that you're trying to do in the background, and you're figuring out what things are for you and what things aren't. Like, I feel like you're taking time out right now, and whilst you're there, you're like, well, when I start going again, I'm not going to put up with this, and I'm not going to put up with that, and this is no longer beneficial to me, so I'm not going to do that anymore. You're just having like a little break to before you start going again. And yeah, this may be the end of an era, like a time when, yeah, you're not going to do things the way that you was doing things before, because it's got you here, and you're learning some lessons right now. And yeah, it's okay. It's gonna, I was literally just gonna say that. Why does this keep saying it happening? I was just gonna say it's gonna be bittersweet. Like, it's not gonna be nice that, you know, you have to maybe say bye to certain things or stop doing certain things before you carry on, going to where it is that you want to get to. But everything has a silver lining. Like, you're letting go of it because it doesn't serve you no more. It's not helpful to you no more. So that's fine. There may be I feel like maybe you've been putting on a facade, or like, yeah. So you've been like saying, oh yeah, everything's fine, but it's maybe not. Like, yeah, everything's fine because, you know, the thing that you've put work into is growing, and people can see that, and so you're using that as like, yeah, everything's fine because look, everything's growing, that's how great everything's are. But really, you're feeling like you're at a standstill, and you're not saying that. you're coming off as if everything's okay and everything's good, but really you're within yourself, and you're I don't know, maybe going back to feelings that you had as a child, and learning, and yeah, figuring out what you need to let go of. And so this thing that's not for you, whatever it is, I feel like there's boundaries that maybe you need to put up, or set in place for people, because yeah, it's not beneficial to you no more. It's gonna be uncomfortable to tell, yeah, to have this conversation, or to tell people that, you know, that you're not putting up with certain things no more, or you want things done in a certain way now. But it is what it is. Like, it's yeah, it's going to be a bit bitter, but at the same time, think of all the sweetness that's going to come out of it after. By voicing that something is not for you, that's how you know that it's not going to try and creep up again. Like, yeah, so say your nan buys you purple socks every year for Christmas, and you're like, oh, thank you, I really like it, thanks nan, I really appreciate it. But you never wear them. Like, you might even give them to someone else, and you know every year she's going to do it. Now is the time that you're like, do you know what, nan, I'd really appreciate it if you didn't get me purple socks this year. Like, I don't want to promote lying, which is what was about to come out of my mouth. I feel like that's something that you might do. Each to their own. I feel like you may make up an excuse as to why you don't like them, but I would say just that's enough. You know, like, can you get me this instead? Something that's of equal value that you're going to appreciate more. And it's not going to feel nice at the time. You don't know what her face is going to do. She might be a little bit upset, or a bit like, oh, all right, like, do you not like the purple socks that I get you every year? And you're just going to say no. Like, well, that's what I would say. I would say no, but I feel like you're not going to say that. You're going to be like, yeah, I do like them, but that's what I feel like you're going to say. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be bittersweet, but it's going to be better off for you. It's going to be better off for you in the long run. You're not going to have these purple socks that you're going to have to think about who you're going to give to, or where you're going to put them, because they're not going in your sock drawer. Yeah, okay, so true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever lives below the triggers. So yeah, that's it. So when your nan gives you these purple socks, something under your gut turns, like, you're like, oh, I really don't want these, like, but why, like, so, but you still take them, you still appreciate the gift, which is understandable, but why are you not telling them, like, look below it, look deeper, like, why are you not being honest, and, like, yeah, just look deeper, and give yourself permission to feel what is true, what is the truth. And yeah, it may trigger you, and you may go towards lying, and because that's what you're comfortable with. But why do you do that? Like, I feel like this card is just saying to look a little bit deeper and figure things out. And yeah, time to leave things alone, like, leave things where they're supposed to be. Like, if they're not serving you anymore, then yeah, leave it. I hope that's helped, Libra. I hope you resonated. Love always.